There's a tendency to think I'm going to sit down at the keyboard and it's just going to flow out of me onto the paper and it's going to be pure art. No, what you are describing is finger painting. I'm in a constant state of writer's block. That is my default position. Dialogue is pretty much where the art comes in. Taking some words that someone has just said, holding them in your hand, and then punching them in the face.
So one of
What happened to the music? What happened to the music? Hey,
we're not done. We're ready. We're live.
Well, that died. What happened to the music?
I know we made it look so easy, but we're exhausted.
BS.
Hi.
Welcome. I can take the jacket off
This is
now.
what happens when you're no longer 22.
We agreed that we would dance this whole stream.
Okay, we gotta intro it. Hey, I'm dancing.
You don't intro dancing, you just dance. This is like some straight footloose.
We're Rocky Jump Film School. Welcome to our stream every Thursday at 4 o'clock.
Dance.
Hey.
Dance.
Turn those beats up. Turn those beats up.
Dance.
Oh, I got an intro. Don't look at our feet.
Dance. Dance, Clint, dance. Yes.
It's in the hips. It's not really the feet. I want to just say.
It's not like, unless you're doing the like.
Okay, if you can hear me,
Dancing.
we're the Rocket Jump Film School live stream every Thursday at 4.
Good job.
Hey, tired. Today we're going to talk about cinematography on our latest video, Dog Wick. You might have seen it. Clint here, co-directed with Freddie. I'm just jogging in place. And did the cinematography as well. So
Thanks. Thanks for stopping by.
We're going to take questions about that.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's about a dog.
Yeah.
Kills people
He's,
because a dog's human.
It's about
owner.
a dog candle.
Yeah.
Well,
Dog Wick.
Clint, you describe it.
you know, like in John Wick. Have you guys seen John Wick? Spoilers,
It's not
get ready.
spoiler, yeah.
Plug your ears.
Spoiler.
So,
Whoa, spoiler cam.
in John Wick, he gets a dog from his dying wife, and then the dog gets killed by the bad guys. And John Wick does something like this. He goes,
How's his wife die?
What's the beeping?
Oh no.
I did mine already. Me and Daniel are doing pull-ups every hour.
Oh no.
Stupid Kevinator challenged us.
Door frame. Door
Dang.
frame. Door frame pull-ups. Go.
I already did my pull-ups, so that's on you.
Oh, Daniel.
Daniel?
Right over to the door.
Pull-ups.
Dog, there's nothing on that door.
Get that ninja grip.
Do one.
Get that ninja
Do
grip.
one.
Do one.
One ninja grip.
I'll do it on the door.
Exactly.
If we break the door, it's Kevinator's
It's
fault.
my fault.
Is it though?
Oh, we can't go out
We can't
there.
see you. We can't see you. We can't even see you.
I don't believe it. I see a foot.
I see a foot, but I don't believe it.
I did it. Come on.
I think. Close the door a little bit.
I'm not using my fingers.
All right. You know, just the whole world's watching.
He's gonna get hurt.
That's good right there. Okay.
Responsible for him.
That door's coming down.
Yeah.
One pull-up.
That's good. You
Two
do one.
pull-ups.
You don't need
One
to
more. We agreed on 3.
Dude, I just did like 8.
Good job, Daniel.
stop. Yeah, but only stop two.
Hey, at least you did it. I didn't do it.
True.
Unacceptable. All right, so anyway.
Cinematography, Dog Wick.
Well, how did I even finish explaining the thing yet?
That's right.
Go away.
So we're doing a real bad job at doing this, guys. We're doing a real bad job. I apologize. All right, John Wick. Bad guys come after his dog. They kill his dog. What do you do? Get your hand out. They kill his dog. He seeks revenge on the bad guys. Except in our version, we flip it. So John Wick gets killed by the bad guys, and the dog seeks revenge on the bad guys.
Flipped it.
Pretty
We made a little
good.
trailer. We cut a little trailer. We got a link, Daniel. We got a link somewhere.
In the description, bro.
It's in the description of this stream.
Right now.
Watch it. Watch it. Well, what's going on, guys? How's everybody doing?
Yeah, what'd you guys think of the video? Hit us
They
up.
thought
We're hanging
John
out.
Wick- they thought
We got
John
Clinton
Wick
Jones in
and
the house.
They thought John Wick and Dog Wick was Keanu Reeves. I wish. Sign me up.
They
Sorry.
thought Brett was Keanu Reeves?
They thought Brett was Keanu Reeves.
Well, it's a stretch, but you know.
Brett was cool to have. Brett's a nice guy. I met him before.
Dude, Brett's
Yeah.
the man.
We should have him come in too one day.
Dude, Eli says tell Clinton he's looking small from Eli.
Dude.
Dude.
Oh, dude, Eli in the house?
Small.
Eli
Dude,
in the house.
everybody looks small when Eli stands.
Dude.
He's a tank man, essentially.
The camera takes away
He's just like this beefy...
10 muscles.
This beefy dude.
You know,
10 muscles.
the closer I get my bicep, the bigger it is.
Huh?
Yeah, check this out.
That looks great.
What do you have to say?
Dude, if Eli was here
Okay.
right now...
Intimidation.
If Eli was here right now, we'd probably be doing push-ups.
He says what up.
What up, sign?
Dude,
Tell Clint to say knee bone.
you check out that sweet force
knee bone?
perspective on my
Knee
bicep?
bone.
Knee bone. I said knee bone.
Dude, that was a good bicep.
What does that mean? Knee bone? Pan?
Dude,
Anyway, okay.
Your
we're taking
pants are
questions about
flesh-colored,
Should we play
man.
the video real quick? It's 90 seconds.
flesh-colored knee bone.
Play the video. I got butt front pants.
Don't touch your
I'm
pants there.
not touching these pants.
It kind of looks like your pants are on backwards
Should we
right
play
now.
it? I know we should play it. Can we play it?
Play the video.
Roll it.
Roll it.
Roll the
90
clip.
seconds.
Hey guys,
Is that possible?
we'll be back.
Man, this is rough.
Should we just dance? Should we dance?
90
while-
seconds.
Just sit tight.
No, it comes back in. We're all in handstand.
Turn your audio. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
We're gonna watch the show.
Oh, we need it.
Which you are you? Be the you who doesn't cover your moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Be the
Daisy.
Do you have any idea who it was you killed? Idiot! You killed John Wick's dogs, Human. And that human was John Wick. I want this dog dead!
No law in here says dog can't shoot people.
Thanks to Lionsgate and John Wick 2 for sponsoring this video. John Wick 2.
I don't think I can see what you're doing. Okay, alright.
Not a question.
Okay.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Slow dance break.
Questions, guys.
Why do we stop?
We got questions. Okay.
That's like the intermediate. That's like the transition.
You gotta have like a 30-second transition.
I'm down. Next time we'll do it.
Okay, next time.
Okay. Here's a question. Clint,
I was
Yes.
just getting in the zone, you guys.
how did you get the villain, the guy who played the bad guy, to say, get that dog with a straight face? I think he means, I want that dog dead!
Well, I mean, I didn't really have much to do with that. That was him coming to the day prepared as a professional. So you should, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when he saw that line, he knew what to do.
Yeah.
He knew what to do.
Yeah.
He came to the table with his version of it. He didn't even need any direction.
He
So,
pushed.
It's amazing.
Great job. I believe
Yeah.
his name was Robert. He did a great job. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you,
Much
Robert.
appreciated.
They take notice, they know.
More questions, guys. Come on.
Parker asks, why is there such a huge marketing push for John Wick 2? I mean, they want the movie to do well. Awareness.
I mean,
It's like, if you didn't know about the movie coming out, then
I feel like the first one, like, it was
Yeah.
kind of like a cult hit. I mean, I use that term loosely. Like, people saw it, but it's not like a household name. It wasn't like Terminator.
yeah, it was like a sleeper genre film because, you know, you got all your other comic book movies out in the world, and John Wick was a nice breath of fresh, just badass.
yeah,
That isn't a superhero,
exactly.
you know?
I like it had John Wick 1 had a certain charm to it
Yeah.
that like it was all about the way the bad guys reacted to John Wick. Just like hearing about him, like, oh God, wait, him?
That was
like,
cool.
No, I love that.
Like this sort of mythology to him.
Yeah, and it builds his character up, and it makes him even scarier.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie.
It's great.
Okay, we're getting questions. Here we go.
Sweet.
Big boy!
Big boy.
Is that a Danny Vink?
Danny Vink?
Danny Wink.
It's just a door.
Well, this is kind of a silly question, but Master Blaster did ask, how does he pull the trigger?
Oh,
He's a dog.
I mean, is that a for real question, guys? Come on.
No, that's a logic question. We got more questions.
Okay.
Okay, this isn't related to the video directly, but Brass Comment asks, how long has Clint been doing VFX for?
Ooh, I've been doing VFX for a long time, maybe 10 to 12 years. I started out doing VFX in Windows Movie Maker, like replacing, I had a bunch of airsoft guns, so I would replace the one frame that needed like a muzzle flash. I brought that into Fireworks, which is now Photoshop. Well, Fireworks went out of business, and then now it's Photoshop now. But I would just add the little muzzle flash there, import the image back in, replace it, and it would look like a little gunshot.
Little pew pew. Little pew pew. Yep, we got a lot. I'm gonna jump around. Yakov Neiman asks, I have a Samsung NX1. Hey, so do we. But I'm thinking of selling for a different 4K shooter. Do you have any recommendations in the same price range?
I might. Over here, I have L camera. Well, what's the price range of the one?
Daniel's looking it up. The NX1 is discontinued.
I'm gonna sit here.
It's in a similar price range.
Okay. So one of the guys here, Bruce Allen, doing titles for Dimension 404. He told me about the Sony A7R. There's also the Sony A7S. I'm sure you guys have heard of the camera. It's a really great low light camera. The S is great, and the R is great too. I went with the R per Bruce's recommendation. So this camera here, tell me when, Joey.
Yeah, that's good.
This camera's great. Very, very small, very lightweight, as you can see. It has the 8K sensor. Shoots in 4K, maxes out in 4K. What is it? Something crazy like 48 megapixels for the pictures. It's 40 something. Can you?
It's a real nice camera.
What?
I thought you were looking it up. Never mind.
Close enough.
Anyway, I love this thing. Boom. This lens also helps too. It's a nice little Vedra lens. This is what I shot Dog Wick on. This is what I shoot everything on now. It's great for VFX plates. Great for running and gunning. Great for.
It's pretty intuitive. You can pick it up and learn it in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Customize it.
You got 4 custom buttons, so you can set those to anything you want.
Nice.
It's got a little flip screen.
Oh yeah.
Here. Comes out like this.
Whoa.
Does slow-mo. I think.
For those on a tighter budget, the A7S, like you said, is about $1,000 cheaper.
No, A7S2 is $200 cheaper than the A7R2. So this is the 2. This is the R2, the A7S, or the A7R2. The A7S2 is $200 cheaper than this. They came out with the A6300. I think that's like $1,000. It does both video and photography as well. So look into that. It's a really, really cheap option.
Are there any advantages of it over the NX1, Clint?
I've never used, guys. I've never used the NX1. The NX1 is it a DSLR, right?
Yeah, it's a DSLR. I mean, we haven't shot with this camera. Nice, Joey. We haven't shot with this camera, but I don't know. I feel like the NX1. We've used it for a long time for film school. It looks great and it served as well. We have a hard time with focus on it sometimes, so I don't know if focus is really reliable on this one for you. This
is a little different because I don't have any autofocus lenses. I just have these prime lenses, and they have like the long focus ring, so it's a bit easier to focus. You have peaking on this as well. You can go from low to medium to high. So it's pretty easy to focus on this thing, I found. But it depends on your lens. So.
Let's jump around a little bit. Stephen P asks, were there any hidden VFX in the film, like small roto? Thanks for booping us on the head, Joey. he's just messing with the camera. But yeah, were there any hidden VFX in the film? Like, I guess maybe just talk about what you did on a VFX scale, and then we can talk. There's more cinematography questions.
Sure. Do you want to maybe run through the video if I could see the video?
Yeah.
Because that would kind of refresh my memory.
I mean, there's like obviously blood hits
There's the
and
rain shot. There's the tombstone.
Yep.
there's the case of the guns.
The case. I mean, we could have done it practically. We just didn't have the assets on the day. So that might be considered a hidden visual effect, but
Yeah, when the dog scout is digging through the dirt, and then there's like a case of guns and like coins and stuff revealed that gun and coins wasn't there on the day of. So
Right.
you guys put that in afterward.
So what do we got? Going from the top of the video, if you guys want to watch through, we got city skyline. Brett waking up, grabbing the keys. Dog runs out.
I'm so obsessed
Catching
with
the
this
ball.
song.
Oh, here's some hidden effects right here. When the dog's licking Brett's face, there is actually a piece of dust
Oh yeah,
in
huge
the
piece of dust.
in the camera, like actually on the mirror inside. So this Freddie actually did the shot, but it was like literally right on his forehead. And if you look closely, you can see that the top half of his head is just frozen, like his forehead and his eyeballs, and it's just tracked on.
Wow.
It's just tracked onto his head.
That's pretty
I don't.
hidden.
What are you,
That's pretty hidden.
can they see it?
I get if they scroll through the video themselves, it's
At 14 seconds. It's like the close-up of the dog licking Brett's face right after it brings the ball back in the park. Yeah.
That's crazy. I would not have noticed that.
That was. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder than it turned out to be, but luckily Freddie got that one.
Cool. Okay,
Anything else? Yeah, keep going. This is stabilize that footage of the bad guys.
Oh, the first time you see them at the park?
Mm-hmm. He gets cracked in the back, he falls down, gets shot, Brett's getting shot up. Dog laying down. There's a lot of stabilized footage. Like the one of Robbie biting his thumb there was stabilized.
The rain, obviously.
Yeah, obviously the rain and the dog in the park is comped in.
That was in front of a green screen originally, right?
Mm-hmm. Another stabilized on the bad guy shot.
Is it because you guys decided to go handheld on everything?
Yeah, it's just easier.
Joey, what are you doing? What are you doing? I can't see anything. Are you just showing your feet?
Filming.
Gross. Put my shoes back on.
Thank you.
That was the majority of the VFX that were
Gross.
added post.
Mean.
Hidden VFX.
Yeah, so secret VFX. There's lots of questions.
Yay, yay.
Pop, 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 pop.
Thanks for stopping by, Clint.
You guys are great.
Is it difficult shooting smaller subjects, in this case the dog? Master Blaster asks.
Not particularly.
I mean, you could say maybe because he's a dog. That was harder, but...
The dog was actually really easy to work with. I mean, it was doing all the stuff that the trainers were having it do. I say we got pretty fortunate with that.
What's the dog's name?
Good trainer.
Scout?
Scout.
Yeah.
Scout, she's a girl.
She. She's a he.
An 11-year-old.
She's an
Dang.
old pro.
Yes.
Old pro. Been doing it.
She's salty.
It was one of her first jobs in a while, is what they said.
Yeah.
But she did a great job. She did a very good job.
She plays a lot of boy dogs.
Really?
That's what Tyler was saying. Was directing a dog super hard? I guess that kind of answers the question. Zach asks that.
I mean, we had to wait here and there to, get the shot.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty easy.
Would you do it again?
What I do? Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Not a bad experience.
No, it wasn't. I didn't have a bad experience at all.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was great. It was fun.
How would you describe the color correction on this video?
Color correction. Okay. I tried my best to match it to the John Wick 1 trailer. I think I had some success. So we shot flat and raw on the camera, right? Mm-hmm. And that comes into, you edit it in Premiere, and then you export your XML. I'm using DaVinci Pro Lite to edit, or to do color correction in, and it's free. And it's the best program ever. You got a ton of options. it's for like pro grade, so you can keep the skin tone orange, and then you could do the background blue, you know, so you get that cinematic kind of look. So yeah, check out DaVinci Lite. That's a great program.
Did you just learn yourself, or were there like little tutorials online that were easy that you recommend, or?
Nico taught me actually.
Oh, nice.
Sam Corridor.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty quick, pretty easy to pick up.
Yeah.
Practice.
Yeah, I mean it's got a lot of options and it's got a lot of functions. But man, there's tutorials online. Like go online, go to YouTube, check out DaVinci Lite, DaVinci tutorials. Yeah. What's up, Daniel?
Film school has a baseline color correction video, right?
Yeah, we do have one on our channel in the film school, and the main lessons, are to shoot raw, so that therefore you can have the most flexibility in post when you do color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because color correcting a color corrected image
Right.
can be tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the main takeaway. So that way you
can push and pull as much as you like
exactly
in the post-process.
Without losing information.
The one thing I did was I adjusted all of the clips in terms of brightness and darkness to match throughout the whole scene, so that I can do a color pass on top of that once and apply it to everything, and it'll all be consistent.
That's neat. Yeah, that's good.
So you match everything first. You make sure your black levels and your white levels are matched throughout the whole scene. It's obviously going to change from like interior night to the day. So you keep the daylight stuff on its own little piece, but anything that's supposed to be in the same scene you match and then color it after that.
That's smart. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not a lot logic. That's good. I think there's something to be said when it comes to color correction too about how you guys lit it though on the day of, because like in the BTS you can see like it's pretty like colored light that you guys have, right? Because that's the John Wick look.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to talk about lighting it with Dom.
Sure. Yeah, I mean honestly that was mostly Dom. I just told him, hey, I want it to look like this, and I showed him, images and videos from the John Wick trailer, and he made it happen. I'm still learning lighting. Yeah. I'm still learning all that stuff.
Dom, who's our gaffer friend who taught the film school video that came out this morning. So same Dom. Same Dominic Diastis.
Yeah, Dom's great.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever worked with him as like DP key grip.
Gaffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's great.
He was amazing. He was quick. He made stuff happen.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Freddie?
The man, the myth, the legend.
What you eating?
Come on in.
I was eating an orange.
Oh yeah. Tasty.
Say hello, Freddie. We're talking Dog Wick.
Oh yeah.
We have any questions?
Yeah, we got more questions. Someone did. Sorry, I can't find where you asked this. BZ Vlogs asked, how long did each part of production take for Dog Wick? Which I think was a good question because it was pretty quick.
It was a fast one. We had 1 day for the shoot. The park stuff was about 4.5 hours, and then the home stuff was about 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about right.
And post was 1 week. 1 week.
We shot it the 1st of February or the 31st or something like that.
Last Sunday. I think it was like
So we
January
shot it
29th.
Sunday, and then it came out a week and 2 days later. This was not too difficult post-wise, just because it was not a lot of hard VFX. It was all like 2D comp type of stuff, and then you and I can both crank through a pretty lightning fast pace. So that was that was that one. That was a week. So post-production wise, that was about a week. Sound design he worked over the weekend, so that was about 4 days sound design. Max was super fast with the music. He did basically 3 cues. The 3 cues you hear are like the rock bluesy thing at the beginning, the
bad
guy sort of
stinger cue,
and then the last bit. So the last like fight scene bit, he did that in like a day. So that's how much time that stuff usually takes. This is like probably like if we were just focusing on it, that's about right as far as time goes. Yeah.
Awesome. So many questions. I'm kind of jumping around, guys, because you guys have so many. Dylan Rippy asks a pretty good question. When you're shooting an action scene that you know you're going to cut up into really short clips for fast pacing, or like in this case for a trailer, how do you decide the angles and quantity of different angles?
Sounds like a twin question.
Ask that one more time. When you're shooting a fight scene, knowing that you're going to cut it up into fast angles,
How many do you get?
How do you decide?
how do you decide what you
I think the
want?
big thing of this one though is that we definitely shot it as if it was a regular scene for a lot of this. That's first and foremost.
So you did continuous action and you didn't break up into pieces.
So I think one of the things that here we go.
So we had four chunks of action that we knew we wanted from the script. So then we just went in to each moment. We didn't really have any like pre-planned choreography.
Gross.
I didn't mean to sneeze.
Right in front of the camera?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just didn't want it to be coming from off screen.
Nice. Anyway, keep going.
And then Daniel was right there, and then I realized, like, oh god, I kind of just sneezed on Daniel. So it was all bad.
Are you about to sneeze?
No.
Okay. Clint, continue.
We didn't have any pre-planned choreography. We just had the general kind of description what was written in the script.
Well, so and also like trailer stuff, I've found, and I don't know, Cherry, you're the trailer person, so you can judge this. But I think a lot of times when I look at people who do fake trailers, the thing that they screw up is they actually just shoot pieces for the trailer. When it's like, no, you gotta think about how they would really do it, which is they would shoot like a scene and then chop it up.
Yeah.
So like the shot of like, and it was helpful for us here because like the shot of him like coming up over the body and shooting the guy in the kitchen, that's part of a much longer sequence that we were like, okay, this doesn't work. We're gonna chop this up and just use this little piece. But if you just shoot for the trailer, a lot of times you'll end up with something that feels a little bit too specific.
You're kind of boxing yourself out of a lot of opportunities. If, like, again, if you're going for a trailer look and then you shoot exactly just the pieces you think you're going to need, a lot of times it's not going to work out exactly as you planned, and then you're not going to have any glue or any options. So, yeah, even if you're going for a trailer angle, it is good to film like you're going to get multiple angles and multiple pieces from something.
Yeah, I mean, you shoot it as if it's a real thing, and then give yourself the ability to cut it up later.
Because like the John Wick 1 trailer, at the end, I've seen that trailer so many times now. At the end of the John Wick 1 trailer, it's essentially action montage.
Yeah.
And montage, as in like a bunch of clips that don't have anything to really do with each other, that kind of, but it gives you a feeling, it gives you an emotion through the end of the thing. It's not one scene that's played out.
Yeah, so we cheated a little bit in this one because we treated it at the end bit because we weren't going to go like do like cars and all the other stuff that, you know, in the movie. We just kept it to like the house fight, so it was just like, okay, let's shoot 4 mini house fight like scenes.
Right. Again, it's like I think a factor of time limit, and again, what you want to see is the dog doing ridiculous stuff. Anyway.
You have one. Oh, well, no wonder.
It's just for you, bro.
Oh, I was going to give it to Clint and everything. Wow.
Yeah, so it would have been cool to see like the dog driving a Mustang or something.
Or like shifting the gears.
Just with the paw.
Hitting the brakes with a little flip.
Yeah, a lot of questions here.
Sweet.
Dylan asks, if you film a longer scene, you have more to choose from when you cut the trailer, and the more you have to work with, the more you're able to find connections in what you have.
Yep, exactly.
Well, really well put. Someone did ask a lot earlier, what's your favorite cinematographer? Who is your favorite?
Deakins.
What?
Who is your favorite cinematographer, and how do they influence you?
Roger Deakins.
Deke?
The Deeks.
The Deekster. Definitely.
Yeah, that's like saying Michael Jordan's your favorite basketball player, Clint. You know that, right?
There ain't no problem with that.
This is true, but I'm just saying, it's kind of like...
Scottie Pippen.
I mean, he's like one
Kareem
of
Abdul-Jabbar.
3 that I know
Oh, yeah.
of. Who's Spielberg's?
Janusz Kaminski.
Kaminski's popular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great.
Janusz?
Fantastic.
Janusz?
That was one of our...
But definitely Deakins, because he just, every shot looks just, That's all I can say. And his lighting, guys, it's just great.
Yeah, he's good.
It's just great.
Good. I mean,
What about you, Freddie?
I've been looking at a lot of Louboutique lately. The guy who did like Straight Outta
Black
Compton,
Swan.
and he's Straight Outta Compton, right, as well? I think so.
think
Don't want to screw that up. But yeah, he's an interesting guy. It's very raw. It's almost very music video-esque kind of look.
I think that's where he came from.
I think so. Yeah.
He also, I feel like, adopts new technology very
super fast. Yeah.
readily. Yeah, which is really cool.
That's
like
cool.
You want to. There's anytime.
Yeah, he a nerd. He a big old nerd.
Yeah, he's staying on top of it. Joey, you want to get in here?
Yeah, switch out, Joey, because I have to run here.
No, it's actually our 30-minute dance intermission.
Oh, okay.
So here we go.
Oh my god.
You know what time it is? We're at a 30-minute dance intermission time.
There's
Hit it,
so
Clint.
many questions though.
Hit it, Clint. Freddie, don't leave.
I gotta go.
30-minute dance intermission.
Okay,
ready?
I'm literally gonna time you guys because we got a lot of questions.
And wait for that beat to drop.
We're gonna take a short break here, guys.
Short break. We'll be right back with some questions. We just need to dance it out.
Oh my god.
You could just sit there, or you could dance.
You wanna put it on the stream? Get that live sound?
Where's that beat? What is? Where's the beat? Where's the beat, Clint?
It's coming.
Ooh, little shaker.
You guys are the worst. I hate you. I hate you both. How long are we doing this for? I'm setting a timer.
30 minutes.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 minutes? No. Once my phone starts working.
It's like air traffic control.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bruce.
30 seconds.
No.
30 seconds.
No, Bruce. We're dancing with the peaceful people.
Dance, don't shoot!
No. Damn it, Bruce. Yeah, Jesus.
Dance, Clint.
Dance.
Dance.
Oh.
Okay, 23 seconds.
Bruce, everybody.
Yay!
Hey, Bruce.
What's up, Bruce? This is Bruce. He's the guy who told me about the camera, the A7R2.
Yeah, awesome camera. Yeah.
All right, that was a fun little intermission.
That was a little
We're
nice
back
little-
into it. There's a lot of good questions.
We're back.
Okay, can you show us storyboards? A lot of people
Yeah,
have
I'll
been
be
asking
back, I'll be
storyboards.
back,
Go
I'll be
get
back.
storyboards. Meanwhile,
He took the music.
I can answer this. Will Max continue to make dope music for RJ shows? What, Kevin Nader asked that, I think, and the answer is yes.
Max is great.
Max is right, and I cannot stop singing the song he came up with. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but in the Dog Wick trailer, that little rock song at the beginning, that's Max, and it's dog themed. The lyrics are dog themed. If
Let's
you
see
listen.
some of these. Yeah.
It's like I can play and I can bark us on the dog.
Guys, we got
Like,
boards.
Oh, that's bright.
anyway,
That's bright. That's bright, Clint.
How's that white balance?
Dude, that's bright.
dude, people say you look like Sirius Black, Bruce. Have you gotten that before? Sirius Black from Harry Potter?
I will take that.
Cool.
I will.
All right, so we got.
Guys, can you see that? I just see a bunch of lines.
Great. Great, thanks,
Is
Joey.
that visible?
Clint, you're the camera guy. I'll hold up the thing.
Here, here. Well, hold on.
What does that look like?
Blown out.
Is
Hold
it?
on.
It's just a blowout.
Hold it straight.
Tilt it down so you don't bounce quite so much there.
Hold it straight. Hold it right there.
That looks like a dog right there.
Totally blown out.
Yeah, we can see that. Here, look. Boom.
Well, that's because I'm not doing this.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Not that close. Not that close. Look, but split the difference. Jeez. All right, you guys can see that. Boom. We got John Wick.
Who did these?
That's me.
Hunted.
Oh wow, dude, good render. That looks like Keanu.
That's my best one.
Totally looks, it gets worse.
They get worse. Like, rule of thumb for storyboards, the first one's always the best. And then it turns into just stick figures. By you go to the last.
That's just an arrow. That's just cousin it with an arrow. All right.
Oh, a little blown out. A little blown
Still
out.
blown out.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. So
Walk us through the events here.
you got what's going on here?
Just pan through what you're doing. Pan to point.
John startles awake. He checks his house.
Mm-hmm.
He hears something. We cut that shot. We didn't quite use that
Oh,
one.
that one's gone.
Uh-oh, what's that? Guy with a baseball bat.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
He gets
gunned
knocked out,
down.
and he's getting blown up.
Blown up.
And then
That's the dog
the
morning.
dog's like, yo, it's all good.
These are pretty accurate.
And the dog's like,
No.
and then that was a funeral shot that we cut.
But you got the gist of that.
Yeah.
The intent is there. Sorry, I'm just ditching your
No,
boards.
ditch him.
Jen Bennett says the dog teeth in the fourth panel was her favorite.
Remember seeing this shot, this sort of back and forth? That was a good little series.
The like, I'm gonna kill you,
Yeah.
kind of slow zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Digging, bad guy over the table, cache of guns under the ground, just more digging and stuff. Bad guys approaching the doghouse.
Oh, I got you.
All right, then we got the bad. We cut this, but
No, I saw this. Oh, looking in the doghouse? Yeah.
all the bad guys look in. So we wanted to speed it up in the trailer, right? So we cut all that stuff, those top 2 frames. You guys recognize that explosion?
The storyboards also explain, we did get a question about like, were there any shots that you wanted to get that you couldn't get? So you just mentioned 2 of those, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, well, we got these shots, but it just didn't work in the edit. It was too slow. They're funny shots, you know, but it just didn't work for the pacing we were going for.
It makes sense. You just see him walk up and then the kaboom. You know?
Yeah.
That's smart. It's a good cut.
People are really into the art. Well done, Clint, Jasper says.
Thank you.
Hey Jasper, thanks for sending us all your doodles and stuff. We do cherish it.
Hey.
Cherish.
Hi. Lol.
What else? Yeah, I mean, you got the dog waiting behind the tree. Phone rings and he picks up here. You know, you can see that
Dog drawing.
Combine these shots into one in the trailer. So just tighten it up.
Oh, he just picks up the phone. Yeah.
This here we in the trailer we did this by the fireplace. In the storyboards it was on the table, the same table that he was on the last page. So you know it changes when you go to set. You know, it changes. And the last 3 was the dog staring at the picture of Brett, which we cut, and the sniper zeroing in on the dog and firing, and the dog rolling around the bed with feathers flying everywhere. We cut that stuff too, just because we didn't really need it, and that's in focus.
Someone else did ask,
Good job,
did you
Clint.
have enough footage for a second trailer? And it's like, I don't know if it's a full trailer, but you had enough extra stuff that didn't, I mean, you had stuff that didn't make the cut though.
We had some like bonus, you know, special features, kind of like deleted scenes business, but I wouldn't say second trailer.
How do I make it
So many
not so dark again?
questions.
Hit the
We got 2 related questions. Someone asked, were we given free reign, or did Lionsgate have a lot of creative oversight? / how did the idea come about?
You want to answer that one, Jay?
Yeah, sure. So the idea came about, I believe Will came up with the idea after we heard John Wick 2 was coming out. And, you know, we bounced around the idea, and that's kind of how it started. It was just an idea that formed out of Will Campos's head. But the process I thought was really, really great. I mean, we pitched the idea, Freddie brought it to them. They were super down for the cause. And then they just wanted it to come out by a certain time, which was this last Tuesday. But, you know, we sent them a rough cut. They were super happy with it. It was like a really great, from my point of view, a really great creative process.
What was the full timeline, the turnaround and things for the video? Was it 2 weeks?
We had about 2 weeks, yeah.
That's really good.
From the moment we knew about, like, okay, we're doing this, to upload was about 2 weeks.
Wow.
About exactly 2 weeks.
That's good.
Yeah.
You know what? Can you speak to the budget at all?
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, what was the budget?
About 20.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe lower.
It was 20.
It's 20.
Yeah, it was 20.
How connected were the John Wick people? Jasper, I hope that answers your question. Yeah, they, again, John Wick 2 is being brought to theaters by Lionsgate. They're distributing the movie. I don't know if they produced it, but they're distributing it. And so we have partners over at Lionsgate, and we just pitched them the idea. They were super happy that we wanted to do an idea that promoted one of their movies. And we were super excited about being able to do a short with a dog in a bunch of action scenarios, and it just worked out. So it's like one of those few examples where, like, I really believe marketing and art can be the same thing. It requires a lot of passion from both people and a lot of understanding and a lot of collaboration. But I like to think this is one of those times where we got to do something cool, and it had a marketing purpose.
It was a good combination. Yeah, I think it was a mutual benefit on both sides.
Yeah.
It made sense for them to ask us to do this, we actually pitched it to them.
Yeah, we pitched it.
We pitched it to them, and they're cool enough. Lionsgate was cool enough to be like, yeah, let's do it. And they were like, this is hilarious. Which is amazing.
I did hear somewhere around the office, like it was like in a way sort of a callback to like a Medal of Honor cat type of. You said that, and so that just sort of seemed to all make sense.
Animals with weapons.
Animals with weapons.
Rocket jump calling card.
It seems like why hadn't we? Yeah.
Real quick, I want to go back to the budget. So even though it was $20,000, right? It seems like a lot of money. But I think you guys could do this for less than that much. I wouldn't let that discourage you.
Yeah.
So like the dog was expensive. The trainer and the dog was expensive, right?
Yeah.
So you have friends with dogs or you have a dog yourself, you know, you could probably do something very similar. I'm sure your dog is trained to go from here to there.
I think the cat on Video Game High School was the most expensive performer-like thing ever.
Cheeto.
Yeah, it was Cheeto. That cat rode a race car.
Well, there was two, because one was my cat.
One was
For sure.
Which that was free.
Well, your cat is the chillest.
There is the expensive way to do it, and then there's the not so expensive way, but it might take longer because they're not professional.
Very
Right.
well said.
Clem makes a great point. Again, if this is something you can do on your own, that's always an option, and then you don't have to pay the super high price tag. That being said, animal rights is a big thing. Being safe with the animal, not dragging your dog through traffic or something crazy to get a cool stunt is always wrong.
Yeah, just be smart, guys.
Yeah, be smart, be safe.
Take
Your animals.
Take care of your animals.
Take care of your animals.
Yeah, don't ever put your animal in a situation that is unsafe. With people.
Yeah, same goes for going to a public park with a bunch of guns.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Be smart.
Don't.
I mean, that was honestly another thing that cost a chunk of the budget was getting that permit to go to that park with guns.
Yeah.
A public park with guns, right? So we could have just gone there and just done it. Like we just did it, right?
If
we could have done that, but that would have been very sketchy.
Yeah. And if you are gonna do it, usually this is something they teach us in film school and we talk about a lot, is if you're gonna shoot with weapons, you wanna make the signage, you wanna put up signage saying that this is a film shoot. That's usually why, again, when you guys shot at the park, there was a monitor there from the Parks Department who had like a safety vest and everything. So, you know.
Use your
that's
good judgment and be aware. Be aware.
Yeah.
You know.
In the beach,
people might not know what you're doing.
Yeah, you'll see like kids running around. I mean, where you guys shot Brett playing fetch with the dog was like literally 5 feet away was a family on a picnic, which was really, really funny.
Yeah.
See, that stuff you can do on your own. You don't need a permit really for that. You can go to the park and film your friend playing with a dog. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or having a picnic.
Or having a picnic. But like as soon as you bust out the guns and the ski masks, that's a different story. So just be smart about that.
Yeah. That's what we can endorse, being smart and being safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys, again, if there's more detailed questions about stuff like that, about production, that's stuff we can always be happy to talk about in the forums and stuff. Because we've done it all. I'm very gestury with my hands.
What are you doing with my hands?
I talk with my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
What's Sorry, I talk with my hands. What was the biggest challenge you faced during filming?
Getting the outdoor shots to look good. It was a pretty straightforward shoot.
Just because you want it to look cinematic and stuff, and
I want it to look cinematic, but I can never get outdoors direct sunlight to look cinematic.
Right.
I need to watch the film school video. Is what I need to do.
we did shoot in a park and with just a sheet and a bounce board.
It looked great with the sheet.
Yeah. Dom's probably, did he have any flags or
Dom wasn't there. He showed up at the park, said, "I think you guys are good. I'm gonna go to the house and start setting up because by the time you guys get there, I'll have stuff unpacked and ready to move." So that was the smart move for that for sure.
Yeah, just because of the time for the day.
Yeah, we only had one day to do all this stuff.
Fair enough.
But yeah, getting those outdoor shots to look good, man, it's tough.
Yeah.
It doesn't look cinematic. It never looks cinematic. It always looks like we're out in the park and it's happy fun time. And sure, that's what it is for the trailer, but I'm trying to think of movies that did outdoor direct sunlight park. I can think of 21 Jump Street in the beginning of the movie. I'm trying to think back to what that looked like and how they colored it and everything. But pull references for all your stuff, guys. Please pull references if you're shooting something or if you want to light something a certain way and you're not the one lighting it, or even if you are the one lighting it, pull those pictures from those movies that you love so that you can show everyone, here's what I want it to look like, and then go for that. That was actually one of the things we learned on the shorts team was we got to get on the same page about what we want, and then we can execute on it. And it worked out. We got some of our best stuff doing that. So
yeah. I mean, a lot of times it helps putting it together into a lookbook. Again, that's what storyboards are for, is communicating to a group of people exactly what your vision is so people can, understand where to place the camera and what to light. So they're not doing extra work.
Had you scouted the park before?
Yes.
So you sort of knew where the sun was going to be and
Yeah.
what it would, you had a good idea of what you were getting into instead of just being surprised by it on the day and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have been better to shoot around like 4:30 or 5.
Right.
When you have those really long shadows, like that's when outdoor looks nice.
Yeah.
Is when you have those long, like that's magic hour, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Once
yeah,
it starts
for
getting
right now.
into the sunset. Once it's high noon, you're kind of boned.
High noon looks like butt.
Yeah.
But you get that. You
What's
get
the
that
you're going for?
There are ways to make that look good, but again, you need a little more resources
Yes.
to help.
Yes.
Yeah.
To make it look cinematic.
Exactly.
Make it look nice.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's good that you got a chance to at least scout the park. That'll help make production, actually shooting it easier. So
Yeah.
if you're shooting outdoors, go check out your locations if you can.
blah, 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 blah. Any tips for setting up a green or blue screen that will make it easier to add VFX later? Lighting it, right? No?
One more time. Say it again. I was reading questions.
Any tips for setting up a green or blue screen that will make it easier to add VFX later?
Yeah, totally. No wrinkles. No wrinkles. Get your wrinkles out. Use a little like
Steamer?
a Windex, like
Oh.
little Windex thing. Don't spray it with Windex. Fill it back up with water.
A spray bottle.
Spray bottle. You spritz it, and then it actually gets heavy and pulls down. And when it dries, then it's whoosh, nice and perfect. Get the wrinkles right out. Hang it up on something, or just have a bunch of people hold it. Preferably hang it up on something. Do the spritzer, get the wrinkles out. Light the thing, so you're not keying like dark greeny shadows. You're actually keying some bright blue. That's separate from the actor or the subject in the foreground. They should be lit separate. So. That's really about it. I mean, if you're moving the camera, throw tracking markers down.
On the green screen
On the
or blue
on the
screen?
green screen or blue screen, definitely.
Doing what you can to avoid a whole lot of little noisy things that you have to clean up in post. Things like crazy wispy hair, or
Oh goodness.
or like clothing accessories, or chain link fence standing in front of you. Or
So apparently, Elysium, the movie after District 9.
Oh, yeah.
The whole reason why Matt Damon was bald is so that they didn't have to like green screen any hair.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So there's just like an easy key.
Makes sense.
Nice and clean.
So even they were like, "Yo,
Yeah.
let's not deal with his hair this whole movie. Hair's hard. There's some people out there with pro tips on how to key hair out and stuff. I don't got them.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it then?
You got to get in there. You got to zoom.
I guess. I mean,
Or do you just key it out?
You key it out. I mean, Primat Keyer versus Keylight in After Effects. It's a keying suite by Red Giant, I believe. Yeah, they have the keying suite, and in the keying suite is a tool called Primat Keyer. Primat Keyer is a little bit better for that kind of stuff, for like fine hair or smoke. If someone's like smoking a cigarette, or you have like mist in the foreground or something crazy like that, or water. It's better for that kind of stuff as opposed to the built-in Keylight plugin in After Effects, which is still great. But I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough, definitely doing the hair and all that. Little straps hanging off should be okay. Just be careful.
Safety.
We're getting so many. Like Zach Levin asked a question about shooting chronologically. Daniel, did you just link to shots versus setups? Yeah, okay. Yeah, same. I was going to mention the same thing. Yeah, in the BGS we show you don't really shoot chronologically, especially for this because you're kind of moving between day and night a little bit. Because like the bad guys, the bad guys are shot at the house, and then you cut back to the dog house blowing up and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a trailer, so it's kind of all over the place. But we started with the park first, because that required sunlight. And then we actually needed it to be dark for the house stuff, so we shot that last, the second part of the day. There's a point where we're actually waiting for the sun to go down. So, yeah, it worked out.
Kind of figure out your schedule and then see if it makes sense to do it. Like if it doesn't make sense, or you're just shooting chronologically almost out of ignorance, then you're asking a lot of your crew to just move things back and forth, and that's not smart. Like like Dom had a pretty good horror story, right? When we were shooting shots for setups, which is our sort of pro tip on this topic. Dom had a horror story, right, where he was shooting a montage of stuff in the kitchen, in the living room, upstairs, and then they went back to the kitchen, back to the living room, back upstairs, and they did this 3 times.
What?
So at that point, shoot everything out in each location.
Shoot all your kitchen stuff, shoot all your living room stuff, shoot everything upstairs.
Yeah. Don't shoot out in the park and then in the house and then back at the park. You didn't do that, and because that just doesn't make sense.
It's a waste of time.
Exactly.
You should be prepared enough to know where you're at.
Yeah.
You don't have to shoot chronologically, because if you don't, you're gonna forget everything and forget where you're at. It's no, you should have everything planned out so that you can save time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your homework.
Do your homework.
Plan it.
Yeah, be prepared. Don't just jump to the next page and be like, oh, we got to go there for this. And
Yeah, exactly. It should be a surprise.
Yeah.
Eventually, as everyone scales up, I think in their film on-set experiences, you realize that you just can't do that. It's just too impractical. So it's a lesson everyone learns at some point. But again, the video shots versus setups was our attempt to kind of help people wrap their heads around that as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Again, even if you're in one location, it is more efficient to shoot everything from one angle first that matches that angle.
Yeah,
that direction rather.
Exactly. That boils down to just the fundamentals of within the location. Yeah. Bigger. I lost it. Did you see it just sort of leave? There goes the thoughts.
How many more questions we have? We have 10 minutes, right? Or do we go for?
Yeah, 10-ish.
Yeah.
How many questions we got left?
We're just jumping around a little bit.
You want to do a lightning round or?
Lightning round.
Up to you.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Lightning round.
Well, we can trim it up. What kind of lighting setups do you generally go for?
Ooh.
Lighting setups go for.
I mean, I feel like it really depends.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. If you're doing wides, I guess it's a bit more general. I'm kind of just making stuff up at this point.
Lightning round.
Close-ups. I know that you can be more specific and stylized with your close-up lighting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You have more control.
Because it's gonna be a bit more flat in a wide, right? But when you go in for a close-up, if you have that same flatness, it's gonna be like, man, throw what is it, edge light, a rim light on there, make it look all nice and stuff.
Well, it's like when you're wide, you have more geographic information as a viewer. And so things maybe have to make sense a little bit more, whereas when you're close up, if I'm just shooting here, it's you can be a little bit more stylized because it's
you're just looking at a face and the person talking.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know where all the sources are coming from, and I don't need to know that as long as it matches the scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the mood or the tone. Or whatever's
totally.
going on.
With the wide, there's just way more stuff to light.
Yeah.
So you can, when a close up, you can then exactly. I'm just repeating. Yeah, we all agree.
Do you rent or own your own lights and grip equipment? We both.
Sometimes we have some things here, but for bigger stuff, we rent.
Yeah.
Which for Dog Wick we did. We rented. Dom needed some bigger lights. More stuff.
Yeah.
He needed more stuff.
More powerful lights.
Yeah.
Owning is
Big guns.
super impractical.
Huh?
Owning is super impractical.
Yeah. Unless you're just rolling in it, and unless you're rolling in it, or you're just shooting so much that it makes more sense. I mean, it's just budgeting your own usage of these things, and no one is shooting with a huge Leco light, every day.
Yeah. I mean, it makes more sense to own the camera stuff and tripods and little stabilizers here and there, GoPros, cards, microphones, for recording. Because if you can just pop something off in the office, we got that here. We're gonna have to go rent something out down the street. But for the big lights and the big stuff, yeah, it's probably better to rent.
Yeah.
What did you guys use for titles? Did Freddie make those?
Yeah, he used Element 3D, which is a Video Copilot plugin for After Effects. Video Copilot. I mean, what more could I say? It's the best.
Were they completely 100% made, or were they sort of were any elements of them from the existing John Wick trailer, or anything or one of the?
They were all pre-made. The titles, as in C Spot Gun.
Yeah.
This February, that was all Element 3D After Effects. We just used the Lionsgate logo. There's one logo.
They
that
provided
we used.
it.
Yeah, they just provided.
The rocket jump one?
The rocket jump at the very beginning, that I think that was made in After Effects, just 2D images coming in. and then Freddie made another one in After Effects. But yeah, it was mostly Element 3D is probably what you guys are referring to.
Cool.
Yeah.
IB Film Dude asked, did you ever shoot test sequences before production, or did you just storyboard?
I just storyboarded on this one. The dog did come in with the owner though, and we tested the dog out with all the actions we needed in the script to make sure the dog could do them.
What about like London Brawling?
London Brawling?
That was like previs.
London Brawling was the whole fight scene, and that was definitely prevised. So Young essentially choreographed the whole thing, and we did it like a stage play, right? No cameras, you just did it. And then Lauren came in with the camera and got all the angles and edited together the previs, which is essentially what you see in the final video, but just not on set. It's like here in the warehouse, you know. So you know exactly what you're gonna get, and you know exactly if it's gonna work or not. So that if it doesn't work, you can just go back and continue shooting and testing when you're not on the clock, right?
Yeah.
So that when you go there on the day, you know, okay, here's the end goal. Here's what we're going for, and you just bust out your shots. You've already done them. You've already done your homework. You've already taken the test, and when you go there on the day, it's like you've taken the test. You just take it again, and you ace it, and you're the first one to finish the test, and you're out there and go for a smoothie. And
Yeah.
stuff.
You don't have to think. Yeah. You don't have to think
You've
anymore.
already taken it.
Yeah.
How about studying? Yeah, and there's we've done a couple previous videos.
Yeah, we did
on the
two.
film school. We've done two. One was specifically about Keep Off the Grass, which is you guys just watching the previous, which is incredible.
It's a fun.
The Keep Off the Grass previous is insane.
Yeah.
So that's in that video, and then we did do one about just action choreography for London Brawl.
It's a little more general, but we use that as our go-to example.
Yeah.
You know, because it's sort of just like how you apply fight choreography to your projects, or like a general approach to the whole thing. And we did the previs to London Brawling like holds up.
I know.
Side by side. Like,
it's great.
It's a pretty incredible thing that you guys did. So,
dude,
congrats.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was watching the Just As Big Date previs.
Oh,
I
yeah?
just found it on my old hard drive.
Nice.
And I was like, oh my god, it's pretty much exactly the same as the final cut.
Yeah.
Which is super cool to like go back and watch that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
For sure.
It is really cool because on set you don't have to think anymore.
Yeah.
And that saves so much time because you are then just checking things off your
It
shot
really
list.
also gives you room to experiment if you want to, because you have a game plan.
Yeah,
for
You
sure.
know what I mean? So it's like, okay, if I want to deviate and try this thing,
Exactly.
then
Yeah.
I have the freedom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can because you know the road to go back onto.
Exactly.
Gotta hit that highway. Go back.
Previs. Don't need much. The previs are pretty funny too when you just shoot them in like your living room or wherever. You know,
that's great.
The Keep Off the Grass one is hilarious for that reason because the whole time it's you guys on green screen. So how do you make sense of that madness? You know, there's nothing to geographically orient yourself.
Yeah,
so
there'd be no way to do it on the day.
like Matt pushing you like in a rolly chair across the thing as you like flying through the sky.
Yeah.
You know, so you come up with pretty fun, creative ways to represent what the intent of the final thing will be.
Yeah.
It's fun to shoot too. It actually like it keeps
Very
the
creative.
excitement up.
Yeah.
It's like it reminds me of like when you just got your friends, and I mean that's what we're still doing, but like you get your friends and you film a stupid thing.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious, and you show your friends and they love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
It's like that, but it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, IB Film Dude, thank you for asking that great question. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out the Keep Off the Grass previous video we did. Alejandro has asked a lot of questions, so we'll answer this one. Are you going to make a second one called Dog Wick 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Ooh.
That is tempting. Very, very tempting.
It's a dance action dog revenge film.
That would be absurd.
Yeah.
Dogs with top hats and
Maybe it's like all the great clubs fight scenes from every good action movie.
Collateral.
Yeah.
Oh, Collateral.
Yeah.
First John Wick.
And John Wick with
Yeah.
the club scenes in there. So yeah, then you could then do a mashup of dance fighting.
It'd be absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people in here? Like John Wick, or like I'm just kind of curious.
That was good.
I liked it a lot.
It was cool.
Yeah,
I dug
it was a fun movie.
You dug it?
Gun Kata or Gun Fu.
Yes.
You dug it.
Well, no, don't get me started on Equilibrium, but okay, go ahead.
How many more questions do we have time for, you think?
Two more? One more?
Okay, one more.
And
oh my God. Well, do you want to talk about...
We have the forums too, so anything that we don't get to, you can always ask us in the forums at discuss.rocketjump.com. There's a link somewhere down there. Thanks for watching us, and we'll get this last question.
And then we'll dance it out.
Dance off.
Oh yeah, dance it out.
Yeah. So for the last question, someone did ask, can you share your collection of cameras? I feel like you have a lot of passion about the cameras, and you've been testing it out a lot.
Yeah.
Do you have other cameras, or do you want?
I only have one other camera, and that is a Canon Rebel T2i.
Oh,
ooh, I got that one.
classic.
Yeah,
dude, you got the old T2i.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
All right.
It's sitting in my room.
Yeah.
I hadn't touched it in a long time. Busted it out, once. It's been probably 5 years.
Yeah.
4 years. Because I'm here at the office, and we have cameras here and stuff, and I kind of lost my passion for doing my own stuff because I was like, man, my camera sucks, and I don't know. But once I got the A7R2, I was like,
you got it again.
I'm back. Yeah, it hit hard.
I mean, you've been doing a lot of stuff, like just still photography, and then you did album covers last night.
Yeah, totally.
The one wheel and the A7R sort of hit at the same time, right?
Yeah.
I remember you walking around with your A7R and your one wheel and just getting off.
Dude, you got some good one-wheel shots on that thing.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that one wheel's a pretty good dolly.
Love that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Avenue is just asking us to answer his question, so this will be the last question. Do you have anything else about your T2i? No. Get cameras, do it, and be excited about them. So Mr. Avenue asked, what's the best lens to shoot a whole short film with? Which Daniel, I think, answered pretty well, but it is, there's not really a best lens to shoot a whole film with. It really depends on the narrative you're trying to tell. So each lens is just a different tool to facilitate what you're trying to accomplish with that shot. If you wanted to only pick one, maybe I would say one that you're gonna get a lot of functionality out of.
It probably has to be a zoom lens, yeah.
A zoom lens, yeah.
If I had to pick a prime lens, if I had to pick a lens that didn't zoom, I would definitely go with a 35, for sure. Because it's good for close-ups, and it's kind of good for everything. If you can back up far enough.
Yeah, if you can get far enough away, you can get a good wide on it.
Yeah.
You can come right in on it.
Yeah.
There's a variety to it. But yeah, if you're looking for functionality and you've only got one, usually most people go with zooms. But
please go with a zoom lens.
Yeah. But again, if the world's your oyster and you don't have to pick one, there really is no best lens. We did a lens comparison test. It was one of our first videos, and we talked about this. I mean, we took a $100 lens. I don't know what's gonna happen right now. We took a $100 lens and we tested it against a $5,000 lens. And in certain situations, you can't, even professional cinematographers couldn't tell a difference because it's all about how you use your tools. So
use your tools.
Use your tools.
Hit it! Thanks for stopping by,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys.
See you next Wednesday. Thursday.
Stephen P says, I have a Bachelor of Science degree in VFX, and I was majorly inspired by Freddie W. and Brandon back in the day. Clint has also inspired me in his work in VFX. Thank you so much.
What was his name?
Steven.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Keep watching and keep tuning in and stay inspired.
Stay inspired.
Okay, we're gonna dance off.
Danny, get in here.
Danny.
Dance, Danny.
You know you got the moves.
Wow. It's like a Bob's Big Burger dance. Woo! Yeah, everyone. It's Thursday. Aw, Danny.
What if I just fell right now?
I would laugh.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No. Okay, you just feel free to send us out anytime. Next Thursday at 4 o'clock, we'll be back with another stream. Leave the feet alone! Next Thursday at 4. We'll see you guys next time on the Rocket Jump Film School. Please cut it away now.
Gotta keep dancing. Gotta keep dancing. Gotta keep dancing. Gotta keep dancing.